Welcome to the Get Fit Guys, quick and dirty tips to slim down and shape up. My name is Ben Greenfield, and I'm the Get Fit Guy. Now, last week, you learned about how to get as fit as a Winter Olympian. While you may not be able to make it to Sochi, you can at least experience some of the full-body fitness of these amazing athletes. Well, in part one, you learned how to get the balance of an ice dancer, the speed of a skier, and the butt of a bobsledder. In this part, you'll learn how to get the legs of a ski jumper, the core of a snowboarder, and the fitness of a hockey player. So let's jump right into how to get the legs of a ski jumper. Now, in the episode that you can find over at quickanddirtytips.com called The Best Exercises for 7 Popular Trouble Spots, you learn that 4 very good exercises for getting amazing glutes, hips, and thighs include prone bent leg hip extension against manual resistance, which is basically just getting into a bent over position and kicking out hard behind you, standing butt squeezes, the deadlift exercise, and the glute ham raise, also known as the low back extension machine at the gym. Well, for more details on those exercises or pictures and videos of them, go check out that episode. But there's one more exercise that is essential to building the strong legs that an Olympic ski jumper needs to nail those landings, the Romanian deadlift, which I also talk about in the article I'll link to in the show notes called How to Get Legs Like Lance Armstrong. Well, to do this move, you start by standing with your legs apart about shoulder width and a weight in either hand, or a barbell on your back, or even a kettlebell or medicine ball held to your chest. Then, hinge forward at your hips with a very slight bend in your knees until you feel a moderate stretch in your hamstrings on the back of your legs. Take care to avoid rounding your back, which is best accomplished by looking up or slightly forward as you hinge. Then, squeeze your butt, contract your hamstrings, and return to a full standing position. So try to do 3 to 4 sets of around 8 to 10 repetitions of this Romanian deadlift exercise the next time you're at the gym, and prepare the next day for the back of your legs to feel some serious burn. Next, let's talk about how to get the core of a snowboarder. Of all the Winter Olympic sports, snowboarding is the one activity that I've done the most. Heck, I was actually just up on the slopes for nearly the entire day yesterday, and my entire core is retelling me that story now. If you've never been on a snowboard before, you'd be surprised at the enormous amount of torque placed on your midsection every time you execute a turn. Probably the closest similar activity is surfing. A good analogy for you snowbirds who have never had a chance to strap a snowboard to your feet. Well, in the episode, What is Your Core?, I lay down a good foundation for understanding how to work every part of your abs, including your obliques, or the sides of your abs, your rectus abdominis, the front of your abs, your transversus abdominis, which is basically your lower, deep abs, and just as importantly, your low back. These are all important core elements of your core. Well, specifically for the powerful torso required for snowboarding, I haven't found a better exercise than the highly versatile cable torso twists, which can be done at the gym on a cable apparatus or even at home with an elastic band instead of a cable. You just stand and hold onto the cable or band at arm's length, then turn your entire body as you pull that weight across your body and to the opposite side. I like to think of my belly button as a gun turret for this exercise, following my direction as I turn powerfully through the full range of motion. Don't ask me where I got the whole gun turret thing. Probably too many games of Battleship as a kid. Well, finally, let's talk about how to get the fitness of a hockey player. With its constant motion, its start and stop explosiveness, and its requirement for a potent combination of speed and endurance, the fitness required for the game of hockey is very high. Of course, when you're getting this kind of fitness, you're not only building better lungs and muscles with more stamina, but you're also boosting your metabolism and accelerating fat burning. One of my favorite ways to build this kind of fitness fast is called hurricane workouts. Now, I can't take the credit for inventing the quite appropriate name for these workouts. Instead, I discovered them through the writing of someone called Martin Rooney, and I'll put a link to some of his books in the show notes over at quickanddirtytips.com. Martin trains primarily mixed martial artists, or MMA athletes, around the world. And here's how you do one of his hurricane workouts. First, warm up well, and then do a very short treadmill sprint. Choose a speed that's about 3 to 5 miles per hour faster than your normal jogging speed, and choose the maximum incline you can handle with good running form. For me, I'm usually choosing a speed of about 10.0 and an incline of about 10.0, and I've gotten as high as a speed of 11.0 and an incline of 13.0, which was very, very difficult. Immediately after that sprint, which should only last about 20 to 30 seconds, hop off the treadmill and do 2 back-to-back exercises, and then get back on the treadmill and do another short treadmill sprint, and continue this for a total of 9 to 10 times. So for example, your hurricane could be 9 30-second treadmill sprints at 8% incline and 8 miles an hour. And then after sprints number 1 to 3, you do sit-ups and push-ups. And after sprint number 4 to 6, you do dumbbell overhead presses and dumbbell standing rows. And then after sprints 7 to 9, you do bodyweight squats and mountain climbers. You get the idea. This style of training is brutal, but builds fitness with lightning speed. In no time flat, you could be strapping on your shoulder pads in Sochi, or at least huffing and puffing a bit less the next time you sprint up a flight of stairs. Now, if you have questions about these exercises, then you can always head over to facebook.com/getfitguy, where we always have great conversations going on about how you can increase your fitness as safely and quickly as possible. And until next time, this is Ben Greenfield, the Get Fit Guy, asking you, what are you waiting for? Go get fit.